Indeed, good morning to you one and all. Welcome to Friday the 27th of March 2026. I'm Pearson Bowen. Good to have you company. Thank you for waking up to keep us company as well. Here's hoping you have a terrific today. And most of all, have some rest this weekend. It's important that we have that life balance. Rest is a critical part of life as well. So to those of you watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, to each of you, good morning. How do you do? Here's hoping you make the best of today, Friday. I wish you well. And of course, as you have your conversations with each other, have conversation with us as well. We love to read your comments. So we encourage you to continue to do so. And as always, if you know of something or someone whose story has to be told, we'd like you to tell us about it. And so you can tell us by sending us an email. All the information you think we need to know, you send us by email. The email address is on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And we thank you for doing so. It's been a busy, high-tension week for a lot of people, particularly our students of Barbados in the secondary schools. They have been at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex for BSSAC 2026. We're now down to day 3, the final day of the finals. And so this morning, we'll be live on TV8 from the Usain Bolt Complex to bring you the final trods around the track to find out who or which school really comes out top. But so far, I can tell you in the standings at the end of yesterday's BSSAC final that in the girls, it's led by the St. Michael's School. They're on 213 points. Harrison College is second on 183. And Combermere School is third on 142.5. Queen's College follows with 117. The Spring Memorial Girls, who have over decades been leading in the girls, are on the 5th position with 113. That's in the girls. In the boys, the Combermere School leads on 198.5. Harrison College is still in second place. They're on 157. The St. Michael's School on 144. The Lodge School on 126.5. And St. Leonard's Boys. St. Leonard's Boys are there in 5th position on 108.5 points. They've been doing phenomenally on the track. And so, with that said, did you see your school? I didn't see mine. And I'm looking forward to seeing mine rise somewhere within the top 5 or at least the top 10. I'll be the happiest camper on earth. And so I want to encourage all of the students of the Coleridge and Parry School as we head out today to represent me and yourself, that you do so well. You do so with the whole spirit of what the games represent, which is just wholesome fun. So, records have fallen. Records have continued to fall, and records fell yesterday. And I'm telling you, this is one BSSAC where we're seeing so many things change. And so I can acknowledge with you today that yesterday, in the boys and the 13 boys 200 meters, Alex Jones Eiffel of the St. Leonard's Boys School has broken the record. The old record was 24.05 seconds. His new record is 23.84 seconds. That is a big erasure. In the under 15 boys 200 meters, this young man who we have to keep an eye on, he's representing Barbados in the upcoming Crafty Games. His name is Jelino Hamlet of St. Leonard's Boys. He has erased the old record in the 200 meters of 22.13 to 22.02. What a run that was indeed. Anaya Nurse, she's from the St. Michael's School. She broke the under 20 girls 100 meters, and she too is heading off to Carifta. The old record set in 1985. I can't even count the number of years. That's 31 years now. It's been held. 11.64. Anaya Nurse has broken that by running 11.55. Well done, Anaya. You'll do Barbados proud. Shamari Greenwich Lewis is another one to keep a very close eye on too. He was a bullet in the 400 meters yesterday. The under 20 boys 400 meters. He erased Jono Jones's old record of 46.80. He's replaced that now with 46.26. Well done, Shamari. That was the big race yesterday. And in the under 13 girls long jump, there is a new record because Blake Carrington of the St. Michael's School has erased her old record of 5.19 meters. She's now 5.32 meters. These are people who are going to Grenada to represent Barbados in the Crafty Games coming up at the Easter weekend. But because you want to see the action, I want to see it too. So let's look back now at the under 13 boys 200 meters record race.
Cleanly for the under 13 girls 200-meter final. It's Belle, Joseph Mears, Burnett Hart, Goodin, Hurdle and Carrington. They've got 100 left in this one. It is SMS with Blake Carrington pouring it on. Coming through the middle though is Alexandra Zoraya Burnett. Burnett hits the front. Burnett is burning them. Burnett is sweet. Burnett's going to take goal. It is Zoraya Burnett, a champion. The under 13 girls 200 beats them well. Set. They're going away for the under 13 boys 200 meters. Yard here with McLean, Alex Jones, Eiffel, Brathwaite, Patterson, Farley and Scanterbury. 110 left in it. Look at that man, Alex Jones, Eiffel, going to work for St. Leonard's boys. He comes off the curve. His arms are swayed. He's got Combermere and the rest of them for company. But it's Alex Jones, Eiffel. He's going to win the under 13 boys 200. Goes across the line now. 23.93.
We got another record.
Is broken here at BSSAC 2026. And they're away for the under 15 girls 200 meter final. We've got Greenwich in there, Phillips, Gosling, Warner Franklin, Brathwaite, Guy, DaCosta and Alexander. They're straightening up now as they come off the curve. And it's Alexandra looking also well. SMS, Kaya Warner Franklin presses forward. She's got a heavy strapping on. Doesn't matter. Is it going to be Alexandra, Taryn Brathwaite? But it's going to be Kaya Warner Franklin of St. Michael's School. Set. Under 15 boys 200 meter final. Watch Jelino Hamlet. He's in lane number 3. He starts to take them down with 110 meters to go. Jelino Hamlet, the unicorn, has sprung free. It is Jelino Hamlet representing St. Leonard's boys. Can he break the record? 17 on the clock. 18 and 19 is counting down. Jelino Hamlet across the line. 23.30 on the clock. Just outside the record. Hamlet looks
22:02. 22:02. The record is gone. The record is gone.
Even the clock malfunction.
Just a look back at some of the action from yesterday. Now, coming up today, we asked the question, who will restore the earth? It's a big question which I think requires contemplation. It's just ahead of a very special invitation to you by the Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll sit with us and we'll explore that and what the invitation is about and how you can be a part. Also coming up today, there's a special event happening next Friday, Good Friday, at the Cathedral of St. Michael and All Angels. Representatives will join us to share with us what to expect then. And before the show is done, we will sit, relax and laugh it off. We are welcoming you to the Nook and Cranny Bar as Laugh It Off Productions prepares to end its series of productions over the last 41 years. So we'll be celebrating with them that journey from then until now. And so maybe there'll be some tears, who knows. But stick around, we have a lot more to share with you coming up right here on today's edition of Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The Jehovah's Witnesses are inviting all to the memorial. The memorial happens on the 2nd of April. Why, you ask? And so joining me this morning, the spokesperson for Jehovah's Witnesses, Craig Jones. Craig, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Pearson. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'd like to say good morning to your listeners in the diaspora and also those who are all your social channels. It's a pleasure to be here.
We use the word memorial, and people sometimes in their confusion don't understand why it's called memorial.
Okay, well, it's memorial for us because annually on the day on the Jewish calendar of Nisan 14, Jehovah's Witnesses will have a commemoration of the sacrificial death of Jesus Christ. This year, it falls on Thursday, April 2nd, and around Barbados, around the world, Jehovah's Witnesses will have this 1 hour celebration after sundown.
What happens?
Well, what simply happens is that we really commemorate the meal that Jesus instituted with his faithful disciples. There'll be unleavened bread that is passed, there'll be wine that is passed, and it's a simple observance just reflecting on the value of his sacrificial death and what that means for us. And, you know, for over 2,000 years, society has been reflecting on the teachings and the actions of Jesus. It shaped our values, it shaped our cultures. So we use this opportunity as we invite the public to see with us just what that means for us.
And also, to my mind, in understanding the value of that sacrifice, because it was not a simple case of simply saying, hey, go down to earth, you deal with that and come back to me. It meant a whole lot more. So could you share from the Jehovah's Witness point of view what that moment meant?
Yes, well, when we consider the two greatest acts of love, our Heavenly Father, our Creator, giving His Son on behalf of mankind, and that gift was without any prompting. He did that out of love for mankind and because of His eternal purpose to see mankind enjoy life, perfect life, and then for His Son to willingly give His life. And we know from the Gospel accounts, Jesus wasn't accepted by all. He was mistreated by His own, tortured, executed, and for those two events to happen, that gift of love, for us, it's an opportunity for persons to reflect on life. It's an inflection point. In fact, it helps a person to reset as you think about what was done for you. I mean, it's a wonderful opportunity to think about the greatest acts of love and how we can benefit from it. It's just amazing.
It is, because if you've liken this story, I'll use the word broadly, story, to our everyday experience. Oftentimes we find ourselves in situations and we wish there was someone who could get us out of the situation. And to that person, we have a whole gratitude of thanks. We say we're forever indebted to you. But when it comes to the actions of God, Jehovah God, and Jesus, somehow we struggle to understand what that really means for us. Is it simply because of not seeing, or is there something else that's blocking our acceptance of this sacrifice? Well,
that's a very good question, and many persons struggle with that because the life is so challenging, and because of the challenges persons face, it is easy for persons to feel worthless, as though they have no value. And when you feel that you have no value, then that sacrifice may not mean as much to you. So for a person who, for example, a person who's on their way to an important engagement, they have time constraints. If they get a flat tire and someone comes along and helps them with that flat tire, that their level of appreciation for that will be significantly higher than for a person who didn't have any real-time challenges and had all the time in the world. They would not appreciate the value of that assistance. But when we consider what's at stake, when we reflect on life and what the quality of our life could be, and the fact that we have a Creator and His Son who deeply loves us, and then when we think about what they gave up for us, then that makes the sacrifice so much worthwhile. So in many instances, persons may not take the time to stop and think about that sacrifice, because many persons, they feel a sense of hopelessness and helplessness because of the challenges that life itself offers.
And when that hopelessness and helplessness steps in, then we get selfish, we get into self-preservation mode, and we ask ourselves, if you came here to save me, why did you die? And so what's the response to that?
Well, many persons warn about that, but Jehovah's laws of justice required that a sacrifice be given. When our first parents sinned, they lost the gift of perfection for mankind. So we were all born imperfect. And so we have the same flaws that you refer to, being self-focused, selfish, thinking of me first. Those traits have affected mankind, affected humanity, and we were under sentence to death. Jesus' death balanced the scales of universal justice. Imagine that our Heavenly Father held Himself to the highest standard of justice, even if that meant that His Son would have to suffer and die. But the depth of his love for mankind is so strong and so loyal. He did that. And that's why the celebration for us is a wonderful opportunity. Not for us only as Jehovah's Witnesses, but for mankind in general to take a moment and just think about that sacrifice and then what it can mean for them as they reflect on what Jesus and Jehovah did.
And so one can come to any of the Kingdom Halls and sit and be a part of the memorial, or we can sit online and watch. How can we find where to go?
That's a good question. So on our website, jw.org, there's a big banner tile that says, that speaks to the memorial. When you click on that, it's going to bring up, one, the memorial, and you hit find a location, and it's going to bring up all of the facilities, all the Kingdom Halls of Jehovah's Witnesses in Barbados, and you'll see the time, and when you click on it, you'll see directions. So it's very easy for persons to find when our memorial celebration will be celebrated, where they live, their geographic location, and of course, on Sunday, this Sunday, we have a special talk, Who Will Restore the Earth? And so persons can also find similar information on directions on how they can find a Kingdom Hall closest to them. And as we are going around preaching to persons, we also help persons to see that if you can't make it in person, you can join us virtually via Zoom. All of our meetings have a hybrid component.
And so, given all that we've just shared and given how the world is shaping up, we ask ourselves, who will restore the earth? That's the theme of the special talk this coming Sunday.
Yes.
And so, for the person who's watching and thinking, I want an answer to that, yes, show up. But where can we begin to search? Because right now there's a question, we want an answer right now. So how can we begin the process of searching of that answer?
Yes, well, again, on our website, we have information on the restoration of the earth and what God purposes for that and the process. And many persons, Pearson, us in Barbados, we can see the impact of what's happening to the earth. I mean, sargassum seaweed. I mean, growing up, that was never something that we had to deal with. And of course, we all know the effects of climate change and how it impacts on us personally. So that 30-minute discourse looks at humanity's relationship with the planet Earth, how that relationship changed, but exactly how God is going to restore the earth, and how individually you and your family can benefit from his restoration promises, because the earth really is a gift to mankind. So persons can start the process. They can go to our website. There's so much information, so much content on God's promise for the earth. And of course, if you visit us on Sunday, you can get to hear specifically how you can personally benefit. And all of our meetings, including our memorial, there's no obligation. There's no commitment, and there's no charge. You're welcome to come.
You're welcome. All is welcome to come. And so, given that fact, you can be in whatever denomination you're serving, and you can still come to the memorial. You can still come to the special talk. You can still engage in the website jw.org and ask your questions. You can plug in your question, and something responds to your question. It's not artificial intelligence or somebody groupthink responding to you. It's response coming from people of faith, Jehovah's Witnesses, who have come together and they have researched and they give you what the Bible says. And I think it's important for a lot of people to understand that, because in their ignorance, they hear the door being knocked and they don't open. So let's talk a little bit about the work of Jehovah's Witnesses and why it's important that we don't just close the door, that we open the door and let Jehovah come in.
Well, Pearson, we're happy to talk to persons, and there have been and there's still a lot of misconceptions about Jehovah's Witnesses, and we understand that. But our work is based on love for God and love for people. What we attempt to do is show persons from the Bible practical solutions to the challenges that life has. And as persons get to understand those solutions that the Bible offers, they get to know about the author of the Bible, our Heavenly Father, Jehovah. And as they get to know about him, they form a relationship with him, their own personal relationship with him. That's what he wants. He wants them as his friends. And that's simply what Jehovah's Witnesses do. We invite persons to examine God's word for themselves, to learn about their Creator. And the more they learn about him, the more they understand the depth of love that he has for them and how much he understands us and what we go through. It's very hard sometimes to get persons to really understand what you're going through. But imagine there's a Creator who knows exactly what we go through and wants to help us. And that's really the role of our work of preaching, to help persons to see how our Heavenly Father feels about them.
We'll discuss more about that. I'll share more with you on what the memorial will be representing, so that when you come, you're not startled by what you see, but you're engaged in a very meaningful way with Craig Jones right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 23 minutes after 6 o'clock here on Morning Barbados. Who will restore the earth? That's the question. That's a very special talk coming up this Sunday in every one of the Kingdom Halls of the Jehovah's Witnesses on island. Remember, go to jw.org. You can see, you click on the map and you'll see where to find, and you go from there. And once you click that location pin, it gives you directions exactly to where to go. And if you can't go in person, then you can join online for sure. But there's a very special memorial also coming up next week on the 2nd of April, which I want to invite you, and I want you to come and be a part. And there's a very special reason why, because it's the commemoration. We've been told from the Bible, do this in remembrance of me. And so, Craig, when we come, what is it that is going to be happening on that evening, so that you have a great sense of what's happening?
Okay, so thank you for asking that. So when the public comes, it's a 1-hour program. Very often you'll see so many of our members of our organization, just their greeting persons, because we've invited our relatives, workmates, neighbors, and so everyone's greeting everyone as they come. We have an opening song and prayer. Then there's a Bible discourse, and part of that Bible discourse is the actual commemoration of what Jesus would have done in that room with his disciples, where we pass the unleavened bread and the wine. The significance of the bread is explained. The significance of the wine is explained. And so persons get to see exactly what Jesus would have done. And the beautiful thing about that moment is that, it helps you to understand deeper, on a deeper level, the value of that sacrifice personally. And I think that's what sometimes a lot of persons may not grasp, that we know God loved the world so much. We've all heard that He sent His Son to die on man's behalf. And so we think about humanity, but oftentimes we may not think about ourselves personally and what was done for me personally. The memorial celebration helps those who attend to personalize that sacrifice. And when you do that, it helps you to see what your worth really is to your Creator. And when you do that, then there's nothing that can shake that hope that you get, that faith that you have. And because we all go through trials in life, none of us are immune to life's trials and tragedies. But when you have that hope, then that helps you get through very difficult times. And for us as Jehovah's Witnesses, we've come to appreciate what that has done for us and for our families, because we're not immune to life's challenges, our vagaries for sure. And so we just want persons to get to appreciate what that celebration can mean for them.
And so because Jehovah's Witnesses are Bible readers, I'll use that broadly in that sense, you recognize immediately that the Bible provides hope, the hope that you've just been speaking of. Let's talk a little bit about studies and what are the opportunities for people to get to know more about not just who Jehovah is, but what his promise is.
Yes, well, we're known for our preaching work. And as part of that is an opportunity to encourage persons to get to know the God of the Bible through a discussion that's self-paced, based on their circumstances, the time they have to spare. And as we like to let persons know, studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses doesn't come with a commitment to becoming one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses is an opportunity for an individual to get to know their Creator better, to get to understand what his purpose is for the earth and for them, and to get to see how the Bible provides practical answers and practical solutions to life's big problems. And so while it draws you closer to your Creator and shares a wonderful hope, what the study of the Bible does is actually benefit you right away. It improves the quality of your family life. It improves relationships. It encourages better personal habits. And so that's why we're so excited about our Bible study program. And, you know, we encourage persons to consider it. And because it's at their own pace and there's no obligation, then many persons, when they think about that, they realize that, you know what, this is not as scary as I thought.
Actually, this is as scary as one would start to think at the beginning, but because as you go session by session, you realize that you get deeper and deeper, and your love really grows and expands for Jehovah and for his information he's sharing with us as well. And so I encourage you to reach out to any member of the Jehovah's Witnesses who will sit with you and patiently sit with you to go through your Bible study. And so there's a Bible study also online. It's advisable you work with someone.
Yes.
It's really advisable.
But we do understand that some persons, as I said earlier, may have misconceptions about Jehovah's Witnesses. And so they may wonder, well, how can I be so sure that this is what I want to do? Our website, jw.org, provides so much information for persons so that even before they interact with one of Jehovah's Witnesses, you can get to know everything there is about Jehovah's Witnesses. There's a frequently asked questions section on our website that covers practically just about everything that people may ask about Jehovah's Witnesses. And so when you consider that, when you take your time and go through that, you can get to know so much about what we believe, what we teach. And so that when the study of the offer of the study is made, then you can make an informed choice.
Indeed. And you're looking at your screen now. This is jw.org. You'll see what Craig has been talking about. We've been talking about. You select your topic that interests you, and you take it from there. You take it from there. And so it's important that you help yourself. Oftentimes we sit and we wait for someone else to drill it into us. And we're saying, yes, Jehovah's Witnesses are patient to work with you, but at the same time, you also have a responsibility to build up yourself by going in search on your own for the answers that you're seeking. So coming up this Sunday is a very special talk. Who will restore the earth? That's a question we all have. And sometimes we look at this, Craig, within the context of heaven and earth, and we don't understand where the earth sits within God's greater plan. Could you explain that to us and so that we get a greater understanding of what the future of the earth could look like?
Sure. The earth was created for man. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 18 makes it clear that that's why God established the earth. And so that's where the first human pair was placed. Everything that's recorded in God's word, the Bible, from Genesis right through Revelation, is tied to his purpose for the earth. This is the home for man. And so while the earth is in the state that it is, and we all wish that society would be better, there would be better care taken of the earth, our Heavenly Father has a purpose for the earth. He has a purpose for man. And because of that, the restoration of the earth is of primary concern for him, because he loves humans and he loves humanity. And so as far as the earth is concerned, that's our home. Yeah. And it's our Heavenly Father's intention that we enjoy life forever in the home that He designed for us.
Earth. In other words, God so loved us indeed. And so that's love that we want to remember this week coming, starting on Sunday, then on Thursday to the memorial. You're invited to all or everyone. And just get out to all of the Kingdom Halls. If you get the one nearest to you, there's one near to you almost in every parish. But if it's in your parish, then you drive to it. It's worth the drive because you're going to be engaging in a very serious discussion. And serious, don't get scared when I say the word serious. It's just one that is life-changing, individually life-changing. So come as you are, guaranteed to leave a little bit inspired. And so that's the whole point. The memorial is this Thursday, starting time.
It starts after sundown, so in some congregations it was going to start at 6 a.m. Others it will start at 6:30 a.m. At my congregation, p.m. 6 p.m. Sorry, 6 p.m. after sundown. In my congregation in St. Philip, we share with another congregation, so ours starts at 7:45 p.m. The earlier celebration is at 6:15 p.m. So once persons go onto our website, they'll see the time for the location that's most convenient for them to attend. We try to make it easy for persons.
Yeah. And that ease is what we want you to grab hold of indeed. So I'm looking forward to the memorial. I think a number of people are now looking forward to the memorial. And I hope that you have a greater understanding of how Jehovah's Witnesses work and the value that they bring to your experience, so that when they do knock on the door, they do ring the bell, they do see you, that you don't just turn an eye, but because God is knocking at your door. He needs you to open so he can come in. And so Jehovah is looking forward to having that interaction with you. The memorial is one of those other avenues through which you can begin that process of reconnecting with, because we've gone so far away from. But he sent his son with the hope that one day soon we will all be together. But it takes us doing some work. And so the work now begins for all of you to one Sunday, be at this special talk in any one of the Kingdom Halls. Once you click on those locations, you'll see the time, you get the directions, you get the location, everything. And then on Thursday evening, at various times, head to the Kingdom Hall nearest you to be a part of the memorial experience, one that is unforgettable but life-changing. Thank you so much, Craig, for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Pearson. It has been a pleasure.
Likewise. Craig Jones, representative of the Jehovah's Witnesses, indeed, inviting all of us to the very special talk this coming Sunday, Who Will Restore the Earth? Who will restore the earth? So rather than sit in your frustration and ask the question in your own head, hoping that you get the answer, come here perspective, and get some other answers for yourself. And then on Thursday, we're all invited to the memorial in a Kingdom Hall nearest to you at varying times, but be there. And there are so many other programs of the Jehovah's Witnesses that over time we'll be sharing with you as well as we move together as a community in life for the change that God wants to experience. Morning Barbados breaks here. We're coming back with more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scald is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scald, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
23 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock as we turn our attention to Good Friday. And Good Friday at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels. And so what's going on, you ask? Well, these folks who are with me will have answers to that. Joining me this morning is my good friend, Mary Weeks. Good to see you again, Mary.
Good morning. Same here, Pearson. Nice seeing you, and good morning, Barbados.
Thank you so much. We've worked together. We've always been friends, and we've been made friends even though we don't work together anymore. So there you go. So Samuel Maxwell, don't be afraid. Good morning to you as well, sir.
Good morning to you.
Now you understand why Mary and I were having that deep discussion before we started, right? But it's good to have you, really, both of you. What's going on, Mary?
Thank you. So this Friday, coming, the 3rd of April, as you said, Good Friday, we are having our annual solemn music for Good Friday. And that is a staple in the musical calendar. As you know, there are two things at the cathedral musically. That's our 9 lessons and carols in Christmas. And of course, our solemn music for Good Friday. And that is this Friday, the 3rd of April, 6 o'clock. The tickets are $30. You can get that from any member of the Cathedral Choir, and Sam is a member of the Cathedral Choir, or from the church office between the hours of 9 and 4. But the service, because in itself it's a service, it's going to be a 3-part service. And it will take you, it's really a musical presentation by the choir, of course, and it's a portrayal then of the chronological events of Jesus' journey from his triumphant entrance into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, and then we move to Monday, Thursday, which of course you know is the celebration of the Eucharist, the Last Supper with his disciples. And then into Good Friday, of course, the crucifixion. And so the enthusiasts, the musical enthusiasts, this is something that you ought to be there for, because we know the history of the St. Michael's Cathedral Choir. And so Sam will give you some more details on the actual pieces that you will hear. And it's for everyone. It's not just a recital for the choir, which is excellent, but there are readings. There is the opportunity for the congregation to take part in the service, and I just love that part where you have there's a verse for only females to sing and then the males to sing, and so it is just a wonderful service of solemn music, and where you have this reflection of exactly what Good Friday is about and Holy Week.
The choir of St. Michael Cathedral, you guys are known for brilliant voices, excellence, choral tone, everything. So if you like choral music, you have to come.
Have to be there on Good Friday.
I personally like the Good Friday feel and the music around the hymns around Good Friday. I really do, because they're really introspective. And so if that's you, because you like to go through the words and get a sense of what's being told in that story in the hymns, this is for you.
Exactly. And as I said, it's a portrayal, a full portrayal of Jesus' journey.
If you have an appreciation and a consciousness about what happened from Sunday coming, which is Palm Sunday, right through to Monday, Thursday, and into Easter, and you can see how Jesus sought about to change then this is for you, because that's what the choir will be leading us through. But if you just love to sing, this is also for
Exactly,
you.
exactly.
Tickets are available as we speak right now, right?
Yes, they are. They are.
Mary has some.
Yes, and I have, and I actually, yes.
Oh, bless
there
you,
you
Mary.
go. Yes.
Thank you. I
Correct.
didn't buy my way in the door.
Exactly.
Just let you know.
And I know that you love choral music.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
it's going to be really fantastic. So, Sam, how have rehearsals been going?
They have been going quite well, actually. And of course, you get the odd situation when persons may not be able to attend the rehearsal, but they attend the next one. But next Tuesday is the last rehearsal, and it's a full one, and that's when, if you're peeking in the door,
I was just going to say that.
you should be able to hear the full program, because we usually go from the top to the bottom.
Well, you do the whole program on Tuesday, it's your grand rehearsal.
That's correct.
And so, yes, we like to come and put our ear to the door and get a sense, or peek through the window as best we can to see what's going on in there. But we want you to come and occupy your space on Good Friday.
Good Friday, yes.
Beginning at 6 in the evening, the sun will be setting and you will be in space and in place for solemn music on Good Friday at the St. Michael's Cathedral. This coming, well, next week Friday. Tickets available every single day at the church office. I want to encourage you to go tomorrow? Saturday?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
We are there.
Just want to be sure.
Yes, we're
Every
there.
day, go to the church office and you go. But if you meet any member of the choir, you can ask,
yes.
and they will give you a ticket indeed. So, the program, Mary tells me, is broken into 3 parts.
Yes, correct.
What parts are those?
That's to do with the entry into Jerusalem, the Monday, Thursday aspect, and the crucifixion.
And in terms of the work that you're approaching, because I know you have to keep things fresh all the time. Every year, I suppose, or ever so often, you freshen the songs, the hymns, and the soul that you sing. So talk to me a little bit about what we can expect, or whose compositions we might expect this time around.
What I have done here is to make a few notes. Sure. If you don't mind, I would read from these notes. The idea is to make sure I don't leave anything out. And especially the important aspects of it, and you get the full story of what the designer of the program, Mr. John Bryan, had intended. Now, attendees will be suitably prepared for this service, and by that I mean a number of John Sebastian Bach's compositions from the Little Organ Book. Utilizing hymn tunes that he, J.S. Bach, had worked on, will be played by the organist and choir master, John Bryan. That's as you settle in for the program. Now, the call to worship, as I regard it, commences with the rendition of the well-known John Steiner's composition, God So Loved the World. You wouldn't see the choir at that time, because it would be assembled in the north porch.
Don't spoil my surprise.
Exactly.
Don't spoil my surprise. No. I get you. So you wouldn't see the choir, you'll just hear the choir.
You'll hear the choir.
God so loved the world.
God so loved the world.
That is such a beautiful, riveting piece.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm telling you.
It just puts you in the mood.
Right away.
It is, it's very reflective.
You're singing
very
this
reflective.
time? Maybe you're in the choir
I'm not. No, I'm not in the choir. Don't start the choir.
Don't start. So God so loved the world. We will sit, having enjoyed J.S. Bach, we will now hear the voices of the choir of the Cathedral of St. Michael and All Angels.
That's correct.
And you'll sing God So Loved the World. And immediately I can see myself looking, where are they coming from? Where is it? Is it a recording?
Exactly.
But there you are.
Yeah. The choir on this particular occasion is going to be conducted by Sergeant Jerome Clark from the Barbados Police Band. And he's been a member of the choir too for a while.
Right.
And so, but he's now been elevated to conductor status and so on. Peter Herford's Prelude, and this is organ music again, another of the many composers whose work you'll be hearing during the course of the program, commences the procession into the cathedral for the first phase of the 3-part program. The program then follows Holy Week and an important period of the Christian calendar, which I'm sure you know, which commences on Sunday, Palm Sunday, marking Christ's entry into Jerusalem. A fanfare of voices is followed by the biblical story, and this section is later concluded by a number of compositions in which the adoration of King Jesus is expressed. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, Hosanna in the highest. That's one of them. Solos will be among these selections, but you must attend to witness them.
For sure.
Yeah. The focus later switches to Maundy Thursday. That's in part 2 now. We recognize the institution of the Lord's Supper, the sweet sacrament divine. That is one of the pieces that everybody will be singing, in fact. The washing of the disciples' feet, and Christ's delivery of that new commandment to love one another as he loves us. Again, some well-known composers, for example, Edward Elgar, and you can guess which piece that would be, and César Franck will be rendered. Now, not only did the crucifixion take place at Calvary, there was, as you probably recall, there was a lot of mocking, and to put it in context, they laughed him to scorn. Extracts from Handel's Messiah are used to emphasize these facts. But death, as we know, is eventually vanquished as part 3 progresses. O death, where is thy sting?
O grave, where is thy victory?
That's correct. Now, it's hoped that the inspiration derived from the experience should move all present to the extent that the chorus, "Thanks be to God for giving us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ," will be worth repetition. I'm not sure you're going to get that, but it may be worth that. And I hope that the audience, those who attend, and I'm encouraging everyone to attend, will be sufficiently stirred by the experience. For love so amazing, so divine,
demands my soul,
my life, and my all.
And can it be? And so we shall all be there for solemn music on Good Friday at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels. It starts at 6. We'll take a break right here. We'll come back and get into even more of the meat of the matter of Good Friday right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So 10 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock. Again, the invitation is to one and to all. You do not have to be Anglican. You can be just a lover of great music, great choral singing. You just want to be inspired over the Easter weekend, on Good Friday in particular, because not just because you had nothing else to do, but simply because you do have something to do. You want to have that personal connection again with God. And so in your exploration of your spirituality, we invite you to a solemn music on Good Friday, beginning at 6 o'clock at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels. Tickets are just $30, and you should get your ticket fast from the church office every single day until Good Friday, or from any member of the church choir who are also prepared to give it to you, but they want you to come. They really, really want you to come. I think to be able to sing before a large audience means a lot to a choir member. Right, Sam?
Certainly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. You want to see the pews filled. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not only about, you know, delivering good music and good quality, but you want people to be a part of what you're doing. Because as we say over and over, we said here this morning, it is about a reflection. Yeah. We need to know, you know, what it is, why we're here, what God has done for us. So it's all about reflection on that day. I was amazed the other day because I was speaking, I was in a forum and I was speaking about our culture and how we're looking to push away this culture, and anything and everything happens on Good Friday and we want to have everything open. And I was amazed to hear that people said, well, that's not our culture. We don't have a culture. We don't celebrate these things, and we don't have. And I am no. This would have to be the minority. Don't let us go there. So the place that you should be on Good Friday evening, if you want to have that spiritual upliftment, is to be at the St. Michael's Cathedral for our solemn music. It takes you, as we just told you, it takes you through the journey, Jesus' journey, so that you can identify.
Indeed.
You can identify with that. And it's the dynamics of the different pieces as Sam just described to you. You can, through the music itself, when you get the dynamics and the different build, it just takes you to a different level.
And of course, you get a chance to participate as well, but the choice through the choice of the hymns.
Exactly.
That are,
give me one of the hymns that will be sung.
But you
my
just,
song? My hymn?
My song is Love Unknown.
Oh my gracious. My song is Love Unknown, my Savior's love for me.
I love that.
It is a
love
beautiful
that
one
hymn.
indeed.
It is beautiful.
For me, when I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. And too many of us live in this space of pride, and we've not taken time to reflect on whose we really are. And it really is false pride. You know, we grew up in this thing that, you know, in let the devil at work, the devil let loose, he's finding work for you. And so for those of you who may find yourself captive to what the devil is doing with you, this is your release. This is your release through their experience in solemn music on Good Friday at the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels. This perhaps begins the process of restoration. After all, that's why Jesus came. And so you want to be a part, not just of the story, you want to live the story and to also celebrate at Easter that story, because that's you. You too have been resurrected. And so while it is good to come sit and enjoy the wonderful singing and feel the pulse of the music, we want you to also feel the pulse of what God means to you. And I'm not preaching at you folks. I know I love you. Everybody will preach at me. I'm not trying to preach you. I can hear you, you know. I can hear you. I'm not preaching at you. I'm just reminding you of what's important. Because I think that
sometimes we need to take, sometimes we need to take a step back and take that time to reflect. And so, you know, Sam, I'm sure you hold that position as well.
Yes, certainly.
This
is important. It is important to the soul. We are all souls. And so the soul needs to be fed through the solemn music on Good Friday. The soul needs to be reminded to who it belongs. And so this allows us to be able to connect in that kind of way.
Right. And the focus that one can apply during the program is one where you actually get into what is going on. I remember some years ago, this was in England though, I was part of a choir doing Stainer's Crucifixion. And means that is one of the pieces of music, along with Olivet to Calvary, that's pretty common and been worked hard over the years. But there is a lot of meat in these things, as you said, through the words and understanding of the words, to really get into the crucifixion itself. So you recognize, as you said, what Jesus has done for us. And one classic piece, which we will be doing, a different version nevertheless, of course, you ask yourself the question, were you there?
Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
Yeah, because all these things, as I said earlier, the mocking and so on, was going on at that time. And such a contrast to what took place on Palm Sunday. And
Yes,
so,
yes indeed. Week started one way, the week ended in tears, but the week ultimately ended in rejoicing.
Yes.
Because, you know, even though the disciples were fearful, there was a moment of us for us to rejoice.
So if we might at this time to just take you through the week at the cathedral, though. On Wednesday night, we have our Chrism Mass. Of course, you know that's the blessing of the oils and stuff, where you reconnect. And that is at 7 p.m. And on Thursday, Monday, Thursday, we have our service at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, where we have the washing of the feet as well. And on Good Friday, of course, we have 9, 11, and of course, the 6 p.m. solemn music for Good Friday. And on Sunday, Easter Sunday, we have 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and we have festal evensong on Sunday night to climax the Easter. So we're inviting all persons, anyone that was christened, anyone that was baptized at the cathedral, anyone that got confirmed at the cathedral, if you got married at the cathedral, come out on Easter and celebrate with us. But do not let us forget Good Friday solemn music, 6 p.m. $30.
That's it. Tickets are $30. You can get it from any member of the choir, or you can get it from the church office. You know where to find the church office, so go to the church office today, tomorrow.
Of course, and if you do not know where the St. Michael's Cathedral is, you know where the Central Bank is.
Exactly.
We're just across from the Central Bank. But you need to be there on Good Friday. It is, I promise you, it is going to be an uplifting service, a very uplifting service.
Let no one ask you at the end of it all, were you there? In a different tone.
Exactly.
Were you there?
Exactly.
And then you get the answer, no. Why weren't you there?
Why weren't you there?
So let's be there on Good Friday, beginning at 6 in the evening, the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels, the Cathedral Church. Yes. And so that's where you're going to be, starting at 6 o'clock, but I urge you to get there early, because the music from Johann Sebastian Bach that will settle you, you should not miss. You should not miss. It is going to be an engagement in readings and music for Passiontide, but you have to be there. $30 is all it's going to cost you. Tickets from any member of the choir, or tickets available from the church.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at news now. The 2026 sugar harvest has effectively ground to a halt. A temporary suspension of grinding of canes and shift work at the Port Vale factory has resulted in no canes being reaped and concern about the spoilage of those already cut. Operations Manager of the Barbados Energy and Sugar Company, Shanice Stevenson, has issued a memorandum to workers indicating that starting today, all shifts will be temporarily suspended and regular day work hours will start. The notice also states that all workers are to report for the 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. shift Monday to Friday only until further notice. During this time, workers' rates will revert to their contracted out-of-crop rates. Owner of Ashby Plantation in St. George, Michael Gill, says he and other plantation owners are being significantly impacted by that industrial action. And he says while the factory received canes from plantations last Tuesday and Wednesday, it did not receive last Thursday, but received on Friday and then stopped. And now plantations are awaiting instructions to resume cutting.
It depends on the age of each field of the cane, how it will deteriorate. And well, the rats, they just eat endless amounts. And the men are selling so much cane on the side of the road. And there's rat-infested cane. I hope people are listening to that. Somebody will sure get sick from it or die. But they continue to buy the cane, not knowing where the cane is being prepared in the field among the rat droppings and everything.
Mr. Gill says he's hoping the situation at the factory will soon be resolved.
It doesn't make any sense for anybody or the country. What is happening, they're just at loggerheads, it seems. I wish I knew really what the whole truth is what's going on. But I don't think I'm being informed the full truth.
Egg and poultry farmers will meet this weekend to discuss certain issues of importance to the industry at this time. Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, says one of the topics to be discussed is the ongoing conflict in the Middle East and its impact on petroleum prices. Mr. Paul says a rise in oil prices will increase the cost of inputs for poultry farmers. And that meeting by the Barbados Egg and Poultry Producers Association will take place at the BAS Grotto headquarters starting at 10.
The agricultural sector, such as fertilizers, in some cases are petroleum based. In addition to that, you know, even for instance, the whole question of inputs, some of our source inputs, especially for the poultry sector, they are actually imported from the US and other countries. And it is likely that freight costs at the same time is another concern, because if freight costs go up, it will have consequences for the cost of production of local commodities.
Mr. Paul has advised that the BAS has made a proposal to government to cushion the agriculture sector as it relates to rising energy costs.
However, you know, I believe that there was a clause in the budget that sort of gives some assurance, but again, you know, looking at where the price of oil per barrel has gone now, has even exceeded that benchmark. So that's an issue that we need to sort of resolve. How are we going to approach it?
Officials of the Education Transformation Ministry visited St. Paul's Primary School, where dozens of students were sent home earlier this week with gastroenteritis symptoms. Deputy Chief Education Officer Julia Beckles says the school remains open as the ministry follows the Ministry of Health's guidelines on the matter. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth George told CBC News that health officials have completed their investigations and are satisfied that the situation is under control. The Deputy Chief Education Officer met with the staff at the school yesterday.
We met with the staff and heard their concerns and ideas on the matter, and we were informed that the cleaning and the sanitization protocols which were suggested by the Ministry of Health when they visited on Monday, March 23rd, are indeed being put in place. We will continue to work with the Ministry of Health in treating to this matter.
A Barbadian film is redefining what Caribbean storytelling would look like on the global stage through a genre many wouldn't expect. The Silence After, a Barbadian-produced zombie film, is gaining international attention not just for its thrills, but for its cultural impact. At a press briefing at the National Cultural Foundation, CEO Cara Roberts said it is a proud achievement. We get more now in this report.
The film is now making its way onto global streaming platforms, signaling a new chapter for Barbadian storytelling. Barbadian filmmaker Stockton Miller and his team at Boardhouse Films are celebrating a milestone achievement, taking local content to international audiences through platforms like Amazon and Apple TV. Chief Executive Officer of the National Cultural Foundation, Cara Roberts, says they are stepping in to ensure that this success goes even further.
A Barbadian film by Barbadian filmmakers on Amazon and on Apple TV. Yeah. And Apple TV, we thought, we want to see what's the next step, and we want to assist them with the next step. So one of the things we will be doing is partnering with Boardhouse Films for the premiere in Barbados sometime in April, sometime next month. But as we always do with our programming, there is also a developmental component. And right across this table, I think, Stockton, you were sitting right there and I was sitting right here again. We came up with the idea to have a Easter film making camp.
For Ms. Roberts, this success is bigger than one film. It represents the potential of an entire industry.
The camp is available, will be open to children ages 10 to 13, and it will be by invitation, so you'll be invited to participate because, as you know, space, the size of a filmmaking class is quite small, so limited spaces will be available, but it will be open to registration, and you register early. You don't need any prior experience. As long as you have a passion for filmmaking and telling stories. You just heard the passion, the excitement, the absolute thrill in the voice of the screenwriter.
Director Stockton Miller says he is pleased with the response to the film. He shared a review received from Motion Picture Association in the United States.
For the local cast and crew, The Silence After is cited as a major career milestone. It provided Bajan actors with international exposure that was previously rare in the horror industry, helping to establish not just a filming location for foreign projects, but as a source of original, exportable intellectual property.
As Barbados continues to carve out its place in the global creative economy, this achievement signals that local stories are no longer confined to local audiences, but are ready for the world stage.
Deanne Roberts there reporting to Sports Now. The St. Michael and Combermere schools are the leading schools, respectively, going into today's final sessions of the 2026 Dasani BSSAC Boys and Girls Championships. At the end of day 2 yesterday at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex, St. Michael's School led the girls with 213 points, ahead of Harrison College on 183 and Combermere 142.5, Queen's College 117, Springer Memorial 113. Then in the boys, Combermere lead now with 198.5, followed by Harrison College 157, St. Michael's School 144, the Lodge School 126.5, and St. Leonard's Boys on 108.5. One of the most outstanding performances yesterday was in the boys under 20 400-meter final when Shamari Greenwich Lewis of the St. George Secondary School became the fastest schoolboy of all time at the quarter mile with a time set at 46.26 seconds.
Set. Under 20 boys, 400-meter final. Mallet, Marshall, Seal, Greenwich Lewis, Moore, Haynes, Gibson, and Wall. They go up the backstretch with 300 meters to go. And look at the pace of Zachary Wall. He's way out in lane number 8 and trying his utmost. Haynes comes to offer some proposition, and Aidan Moore is right there with them. Who wants it the most at 200? It is Haynes running from all his worth from Assay Street. And here comes the athlete from St. George Secondary, Shamari Greenwich Lewis comes off the curve. Greenwich Lewis hits the front and will have them beaten with about 50 minutes to go. Shamari Greenwich Lewis has destroyed the absolute best in this field. Does it now in 46.36, standing at 5 feet 11, almost 6. The man has destroyed them.
You should not miss today's finals. Coverage will begin right here on CBC TV 8, also on 98.1 The One and on our website. We begin at 9:30 this morning. Do not miss the final day for BSSAC 2026. That's it for our news. We'll take a break here. We're coming back with more on Morning Barbados in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One. Your number one party station.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to the Nook and Cranny Bar. 25. Welcome to the Nook and Cranny Bar. 25.
Listen, you heard the song, and I'm sure you started to sing yourself, but you should have heard the conversation here with me as well. We are celebrating the Nook and Cranny Bar. We are celebrating Laugh It Off today, indeed. And so Sister Spencer Cross, who has been there almost forever, almost forever. Good to have you, indeed.
Yes.
And Asha Alcott, good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
Talk to me for a moment. When you watched that and heard that song, what happened to you?
I started to feel excited.
Yeah.
I said, wow. Look, Peter, there's Tony, and Stacy, and then all the people who ever passed through Laugh It Off over the last 41 years.
Yeah.
You could imagine?
I can't imagine.
A production's going that long?
You know what I can't imagine?
What?
I can't imagine it coming to an end.
Oh, well.
That's the part I can't imagine.
Oh, no, it's coming to an end this season tomorrow night. But there will be other shows.
Oh, praise Jehovah. You know what that means right now to a lot of people?
Yes.
Because people are already in anguish and tears, thinking, I wouldn't get a chance to see us on stage. I wouldn't get a chance to laugh it off.
Mm-hmm. You will. You will.
I feel better now.
Yes.
I feel a lot better now. Now we can have a real celebration indeed. Reflect for me, sister, a little bit on the origins, how it all started.
Okay, 41 years ago, 1985. Tony Thompson, Guy Goring, God rest him in his grave,
Ian Eswick.
Ian Eswick, and Farrell. You know, they came together and they decided to want to do theater in a kind of semi-professional basis. So they went and had a meeting with Elambe, and Elambe says, I know the right person. Well, Ian wasn't calling yet, okay? And I know the right person to help y'all to work this thing through. And then Ian came on board, and that was the nucleus of something called Community Theater Productions. And then it just evolved, and we started in Queen's Park Theater, 250 seats at the time, and now we're at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford, over 700 seats. So we have grown, we have developed. We took a picture during our 35th anniversary and invited as many people that worked with the production, and that picture had over 100 and something people. Because apart from the theater, we wanted to do development, so we always brought in young people to be part of the production, and it has been great. It has been great to see that we could sustain something for over 40 years.
But
I'm so proud about that.
Me too, but sustaining that meant a lot of creativity, a lot of hard work, a lot of other people as well who would have worked behind the scenes.
Oh, yes.
And as we look on the screen right now, that man to the right, him.
Oh, Cranston, Paula, JP, Esquire, Proprietor.
All of that. That man, and Lord bless his soul. He was one of the main characters for a long time.
From the very first production, he was in it. John Walker was also one of the first characters. Tony Thompson, there's John Walker. Oh.
And the infatigable Peter Ali.
Oh, yes, yes.
But you know, the Venda Smith and the contribution that he brought to theatre.
Yes.
As well. Let's reflect on that for just a little while.
Oh, well, he was brilliant. His timing was impeccable. His wit, you know, like he would just say something and you know that the response was going to be funny, you know? Like, you know, somebody might be going through the door and saying, I'm off. He says, oh, there, I know I smelled something. And that was it. Or then you say, oh, there, something about, oh, that is pointless.
Yes.
You know, he was very, very witty and full of, you know, knowledge and his timing. And you ever saw him do a takeoff of David Thompson?
Yes, of course.
And the voice? Oh, there.
I know, it was so true to character.
Yes.
But that's the thing that Laugh It Off does. You're so true to character. It's almost as if you searched and you found the best person to represent, but does it work that way? Because still there's the familiar faces we see all the time.
Oh, yes.
How did you go about deciding who to fit what character?
Sometimes it comes with the ability to imitate. John Walker had that ability to do it excellently. Peter, you know, and she could tell you the story about how she got to be able to play, you know.
Yes, that famous person.
Mia Marley.
Marley.
Mia Marley.
You know what? No, you've gone there, right? I think we have that. We have one of those, right, Mr. Technical Director? We have one of those where Peter was playing the part and the role of Miss Marley.
Yes.
And so if you want to remember that with us for just a moment, take a look at your screens. That is not me.
I also was a
There it
director when Peter Allen came up with the voice.
Vote for me.
It was an election time, and as I said, everybody, you know, tells certain things about them. Tom was saying, man, it'd be nice if we could get somebody to do me a... He starts rubbing down, oh, that would be sweet, that would be sweet. I didn't say a word. You know, I just... And... yeah, boy, that would be real nice, man. Well, but who we could get to do that and so on and on. I said, well, first of all, you know, I don't know if that person, like, the voice could last the whole run because she speaks very... All of a sudden, I dropped my voice, and Tom said, you. I said, oh, my goodness. You know, but as I told you, people have tells. So that year, she was saying, I think it was a vote for me.
Watching it again, listening to it again, each time and every time is funny. And that's why I think that the series that you've run over the 41 years have always resonated with people.
Yes.
Because each time we heard, we saw reality, but we could laugh.
Oh, yes.
And it's unforgettable.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Boy, what
and that's what we want to do. We want to entertain. We want to laugh with you. But we try as much as possible, we don't laugh at you. Okay? And I want to maintain that you come and you smile when you see yourself on the stage.
Yeah.
You know? Yes.
I can't remember y'all playing me, but don't do it now. Don't do it now. But nonetheless, also joining us this morning is one of those other new ones who came over time, Vilmore Johnson. Vilmore, good morning to you as well.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing?
I do well. Thank you for asking.
Good morning, Barbados too as well.
Ah, you said it well.
Well, here you go.
Almost as if you were. Hey.
Interesting.
Look at that, boy. Add that to your skit. I should talk to me a little bit about, I mean, when you stop and you reflect on that history of 41 years, because what year did you join?
In 2019.
Right, so
she's a baby.
A baby. A lot of time would have gone by, and you had giants who went before you. How did you feel knowing that you were plucked to be a part of the cast?
When I remember the first time I got the email, when I did the audition, I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to get through. And then I got that email, and then to sit down with the cast, I always say it has been an honor. And I'm so grateful to Ian, Sassy, and to everyone who's played a part in my growth to sit down and be like, yeah, these are people from the history of what Laugh It Off is and has come from to where it is now. It is truly an honor to share the space with the giants that are there, and to gain the knowledge that they bring on stage. Honestly, even watching the videos before, I did feel a little terrible. I felt a little terrible. Oh my dear. I don't know what can happen tomorrow.
You want
Kleenex? But is this what happens generally though in the space?
Yes. And this is how the drama is created.
And that's how a lot of scenes happen. You know? People always ask like, how do y'all come up? Sometimes it's just improvisation. Different characters come out and then they interact. And then you add in different situations that are happening socially, economically, and then we have a scene. Politically. And then boom, we have a scene and we refine it. Sometimes the show will go and be like, it needs more refining, and it gets refined. The work never stops.
Yes.
Have you ever missed your space, your place in the dialogue while on stage?
Of course.
How all the time.
Really? It happens to the best of us. I think that's the great thing about having your cast. Even when I'm teaching my kids, the ensemble is so important. When you're working with someone for so long and they're able to, okay, your eyes are open a little bit for half a second, 2 seconds. Okay. But you add a little improvisation.
Yes.
You trust them and they trust you, and then you get back your space and you go like nothing happens.
Wow. Vilma, how you get in there? That's a famous line.
That's a very good question.
How you get in this?
Yeah, so I unlike Asher, I've had 2 bites of the proverbial cherry. I was in Laugh It Off, dating myself now. I was in Laugh It Off in the 2000s, like early 2000s. I think it was early 2000s.
Yeah.
I was there with John and Wendell and
Oh, you were there
Peter
for that?
and Tony. So yeah, so I would have been the baby back then. Now I'm the elder at this stage now. So those early days, it was trying to feed off the energy, and it was just amazing watching those guys on stage, how they were able to do what they do. I mean, and some nights they will have there's a script that you follow, and some these fellas go off script. And if you're not able to handle that pressure, you're in real trouble.
I know.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they'll play like pranks and stuff, like coming on the last weekend and stuff. If you are not able to deal with that,
you're in trouble. Look at yourself. Look at yourself on the screen over there.
Oh.
Do you remember him? Look at the small Tony Thompson. Well,
Lord, boy.
Do you remember that scene? No, you don't.
No, I don't. But boy, was I bony.
And that's the whole point. Laugh It Off has been able to show us ourselves and to document ourselves and document time.
yes.
And I think, while we tend to think that documentaries need David Attenborough's voice, no. Laugh It Off is another documentary of time and places and people and topics and conversations. It is just not funny. I hope our archives will forever be rich with Laugh It Off. So what I want to do, if we can, show another video so our cast gets to hear and see themselves as well, coming from the brilliance of the crew of Laugh It Off.
Christ Church, St. Kitts, Nevis, St. Vincent, Trinidad, you gotta get this from here, though.
Why the Aki don't watch where you going?
Thank you, man.
Aki tree? My girl, you see how that Aki man knocked me down?
I say, I also hear one of young people mouth real nasty.
And what do you think you don't mind your business, old woman?
Listen, you can come to me now and let me fake you.
Why you not sweeten that little bit though? You real sour.
Tell you already that ain't nothing to do with your words, it's action.
But you know I got a man that he red egg rain.
I don't care that about he got off from Saturday. One real banana.
What going on here, man? This is boss you get catch.
Oh, sugar apple David, after you did all the time.
No, you feel the keep your who the fake is he, man?
Well, I know he a really candy van. Started to ask for love change and he tell me he let me perfume.
Hey, she love you like sugar apple. That Kiwi to see how one he want cash, he want the fake.
What you doing with your raspberry business, no? Someone talking to you? See that one? Watch it, yeah.
What you used to do there, so in mini-me, is to tell that man of yours not to knock down people in the raspberry van stand.
Listen, you should mind your business, though. Your old manga.
You maggie apple! I tell you, you want this place. Last week you don't want to pick me.
You guys should be me like that.
I know you think.
Yes.
Don't fake you there.
Watch it from there, man. You can't talk to Rastaman.
Don't talk to Rastaman. Lick him. Or shoot the police. Avoid the police. Avoid the police.
The police coming. The police
What do you think? Excuse me. Hey, hello. Help me, please.
You alright?
The old boys still here, man. I wish they young girls the more like when the old girls, you know. But anyhow, that old folk selling one half ripe banana.
The laughter, the times, the laughter, boy, it is so fun. It is so fun reflecting. It is so fun once. I mean, I'm tearing up. And so I really want you to get out of the... How many more editions do you have?
One more show.
One more show.
For this season. One more show.
See, now I'm going to cry. One more for the season.
Yes.
It's a season.
Yes.
Life is a season. R. Corbin says, I wish this show would be brought to New York. I love them. Speaking of that, we'll talk about where else the show went and has gone. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more right after this break. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the first and only fight for the night. The fight for the KOCB, the Kensington Oval Cohopla Pot Belt. In the left corner, he was once the leading top 40s DJ, now he's a Calypso enthusiast. I ain't too sure how he get from there to here, but he here, yes? Introducing the international king of swing! On the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this man does not gamble with this competition, yes? Introducing the master of melodies! And as for you, sir, well, here wearing the shirt, so don't rip up the man pants. Right!
You won't stop calling my house. You wouldn't stop calling my cell phone. Please stop. I'm from Edmonton.
Oh, you mean that with the Swedish plan?
Yes.
So you full of shit? It's gonna be a delight to knock you off your ass. Remember, Gabby, tell one now. Someone here. Remember, Gabby, tell one now. Someone here. Let me show the thing start.
Listen, I am still laughing at that. That was so funny.
Based on a real life situation.
Exactly.
Whatever happens in life, we take it.
Yeah.
And we take it to its what I call either its logical conclusion or its illogical conclusion. And that's where we get the comedy. Yeah?
Yes, yes, indeed. And it's good laughing at ourselves.
Oh,
Indeed. I
yes.
love the fact that you're able to help us laugh at ourselves.
Oh, yes.
But when we went to break, one of our commenters on social media was talking about bringing it to New York. But you've been to New York.
We've been to New
places.
York.
Let's talk about some of those places.
We've been to the Caribbean. Yeah, I remember when Sandals opened their hotel there, they wanted to test the market. And so we went down and we performed in St. Lucia, we've performed in Trinidad, we've performed in New York, London, Canada, Barbados Underwater
Fort
Festival,
Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. You know, and we're there to perform. You know, just call us.
That's right.
Those in New York, just call us and we'll be there. You know, it's the 60th anniversary of independence coming up.
That's right.
And it would be nice to take Laugh It Off, you know, to
On
the
the
day.
road.
Exactly.
I like to go to Africa.
Well, that'll be brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
That'll
And
be
I have 2
brilliant.
weeks vacation, so, you know, call us. I'm available.
People could make it happen for you.
Well, that's my motto. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
make it happen for you. Just a phone call away.
There you go.
And so working on stage with Asha, talk to me, Vilmore. Because I saw you guys in action just a moment ago.
Yeah, Asha is a breath of fresh air. And I say that with a smile on my face. Yeah, but Asha is, my second coming to Laugh It Off, I was introduced to Asha, and everybody was like, watch out for this girl. I'm like, watch out for this girl? Well, she seemed like a very friendly, nice young person.
Right.
And then within the first 5 minutes, I realized what they were saying. 5 minutes. But she's a wonderful actress, you know, and very, very entertaining. She's always willing to take direction. Sometimes, you know, she's doing something and it's not working. She's willing to try and make take different options and stuff. And I like that about her.
So she has a good future.
Yes.
You know,
I don't know if it's
she
bright,
won't cry,
but
Jed.
I don't know if it's bright, but she got a good future.
He never tell me this to my face. You gotta come on, Mornin Barbados.
That is
But
why.
you to be honest to me.
That's why. You want tissue?
I can suck it back.
Whatever you do, don't sing, please.
And that, since he was saying to me, is what happens. This is literally what happens as they're crafting and doing what they do.
Yeah.
They just improvise and they go, and it's really a lot of fun.
I call it a collective creation. Yeah? And collectively we come together and we make it happen. You know, like I remember once something happened and we created this thing called Thieves Are Us.
Like Toys R Us.
Yeah, like Thieves Are Us, right? And it was something, either somebody went out in the car park and somebody had stolen something out of somebody's car. And it became a whole thing, how foolish thieves are, you know? You go and the car is not locked, but you can break off the door. And then we discovered that, you know, thieves nowadays, they're like the thieves gone by. And then the thieves decide to have insurance, right? So how you gonna break in somebody's house and they got all galvanized out there?
They're not thoughtful at all.
No. You got to consider us the thieves,
Indeed
right?
so.
Yeah.
But you, as a theatre actress yourself,
Yes.
you never felt you wanted to be on the stage?
I
Laugh It Off?
did a few, cameo roles, right? But as the director, I get to play all the parts.
Okay, I got you. Then let's look at those roles, because there are many other people. We see Vilmore and Asha on stage and the others, Tony and so forth, but there are people behind the scenes, those little feet that are pedaling.
Oh, yes.
Talk to me about those people. We want to celebrate them as well.
We have our technical team. We started off with Marguerite Jordan in the early days. You know, we've had stage manager Shakira Williams. We have Ricky Bone, you know, and they've all worked assiduously to make sure that the production came off, yeah? And to me, when you have a good team, you could be assured that you don't have to rush to work out where your props are. You know, it's very organized backstage. Right now, we have Dwayne Allen as our stage manager. He's accompanied by Fabian Williams, Jabari. We have the sound people. IGM, one of our sponsors, they have been doing our lighting for so many years. And we have our television person, Corey.
Corey, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they're all so warm and they come and they do what they have to do. To me, that is what the beauty of theater is, when you could pull all things together in a meaningful way.
In a way,
yeah, and everybody knows what their role is and get on with it. Call time. Sometimes we might be a little punctually challenged.
I believe that's you, Chef, you're referring to.
Sometimes we are punctually challenged, but you know, I am conscious of the fact that we have lives outside of the theater, and until that day, when we have a cast that leaves home at 8:30 to get to rehearsal at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we rehearse until 4, and then we go home, and it becomes a full-time occupation. That is a dream that I have for Laugh It Off, right? That it becomes a professional company, and eventually I will have punctually challenged personal, because this is your job. The same way that you have to get to your, you know, place of work, this becomes an occupation. I don't want it to become like a side hustle. I want it to become your full-time.
You know, you speak words and words come into possibilities.
Well,
all of you with the deep pockets, we'll take a break right here. We're coming back in the well with the Laugh It Off crew in just a moment.
Last but not least, we're going to have the head girl. No, I'm sorry, it's the head boy. The head boy who will do his piece with some skipping. Come, Davy. Let's go, Davy. Come on. Now do your best. You are our only hope. Our only hope.
Hello everybody, I'm going to do a piece with skipping. I'm the undisputed leader of the Democratic Labour Party. It took a while to count it, but I got a good majority. I've even given up my practice as a big McGuffey attorney to give my full attention to the running of the party. I've gotten support from my opponents, especially me and Motley, but I just can't seem to win the hearts and minds of my party or the country. So, oh dear, what can the matter be? Nobody wants to love me.
Oh dear, we all love you. Come on, blow your nose. Come on, blow your nose. Come.
You don't like me at all.
Well done.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scald is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scald, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Marty stepped in a pool of water the other night in a woman's backyard. And as you see the mosquitoes that fly up about the man, now he wants it with the dengue. And he ain't gonna be able to take for weeks. Because this is too nasty, man.
Just a bit. But that man was colossal on stage indeed. Wendell Smith, may he never be forgotten. But because you have a lot of these clips on your social media, we will always remember and honor him and his contribution to theatre.
Yes.
There are a couple more shows to go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want the time to get away without giving you an opportunity to talk about these last two shows and what
Last show.
One show.
One.
Well, I'm hoping that there's enough noise for encore.
He's manifesting the
Yes.
manifesting.
Yes.
All right, with this last show to go, it's tomorrow.
Yes. And it's at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford.
8 p.m. sharp.
Tell them that we always start at 8 p.m. The anthem goes at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And what we ask people to do is to try to get there by quarter to 8. Yes? It is not the Globe Cinema that has closed down, that you can walk in at any time. Like some people would turn up 5 minutes before intermission, right? No, that don't work with me. Get there early.
And please, do not call my phone after 6 p.m. asking for a ticket. My phone will be off.
But the good news is, it's been sold out every time.
Yes.
Sold. So tomorrow's sold out? Or
Well, there might be a few
Listen,
tickets
tickets are
left.
very slim.
Very
slim.
Yeah, very, very slim. Somebody who worked out for a whole year, very, very slim.
You see what I do? See the comedy?
Very, very few. So if you want to catch the last show of Laugh It Off Productions, you really got to go quickly to box offices and get the thing. Vilmore says do not call him. He's not answering calls. He's not
There
answering
might be a
calls.
few tickets for the regular seating, but all the preferred seating,
Gone.
they're gone. Yeah.
This is the last one, folks. This is the last one. I mean, you think about it for a moment, it feels as if you're coming to the benediction. But, based upon your words,
Which words?
the words that we started with. You remember Usher? Let's look at the revolving cast, because there's some staples that we see all the time, and there are some people who revolve and it goes.
How could we talk about that?
Yeah.
I don't talk Now, Janine is never going to live that down. People pass her on the street and they go, you have to be at Laugh It Off to understand
You understand that?
Yes. But Janine, she is almost a staple. Yeah, she is with us.
The character's large.
And let me tell you, she's good. She's good. Yeah, she's holding the show together. Yes.
What
That's
about you,
true.
Asha? Anybody?
Man, like I said earlier, I really love sharing the stage with Angelo.
He's our director.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vilmore.
Thank you, Doc. It's about time. Did you finally come out right? It's about time.
Right, and so talented people sharing the space.
But you did not mention Craig, the latest edition.
Yeah, I said Craig.
Yes.
Came on,
A lot of
and
people are
I just
talking about him.
gelled into the cast, and honestly, one of the reasons you have such great camaraderie on stage is because the great camaraderie is off stage. So you feel that energy. We always talk about, boy, if a camera was backstage, boy, we will be in trouble. But truly to share the space with all of them, each bringing their own strength. And I ain't telling you, the strength on stage is fantastic. I love to see Angelo play.
Oh, yes.
Oh, when he impersonates, oh my gosh, I just sit up, sometimes be cackling in a wing, you understand? And Vilmore with his many interesting characters.
You know, the funny thing is that there was a particular character that I think Angelo was playing, and at rehearsals, Asha was just cracking up all the time. And I'm saying to myself, I hope when the show start, right? She could stay in character because every time he did it, she'd be cracking up all the time.
The last rehearsal before the show, Sassy said, Asha, you need to get it together.
You get started.
I'm trying with all my might. It was Andrew, it was Janine, and I said, Janine, leave me alone.
Because some of these lines just come out of space.
Yes.
And they're so funny.
You don't know what coming out at all.
Yeah. Because if you came to the show on the first night, and you come to the show on the last night, you will see almost a totally different show. Because the lines just come out of this outer space, and you have to stay in character. Because something that line is a new line to you. You've never heard that before. It's like, what are you doing? Why did he say that? I can't. I'm gonna lose it now. You know. So that's the fun about being there, to being able to be flexible and pivot when these things happen. But we also got to mention Samud Ali.
Oh yes,
as well. Samud is also
he
there
was
as well.
in our show in maybe the 1990s. He played a character called Pimp Daddy.
Oh dear.
Yes, and where he opened this big restaurant, you know, and he was selling the breast burgers. Yeah.
I mean, you've had Simon, you've had Crispin, you've had Stacia, you've had a number of people who've all been a part of the family of Laugh It Off. And from there we are. Who's this on the screen here now?
Crispin. Oh yes, when we did the synchronized swimming.
Oh my worship. And now look at how life has changed. Life has changed. We've seen you evolve into real thespians. And so it is difficult, I think, for a lot of Barbadians to really sink into the fact that it's going to be the last show tomorrow. Starting at 8 o'clock. Just slim number of tickets still available for general seating. So you need to get to your box office like NOW now and get those last few ones because you're going to laugh your life away. You know, for us at the CBC, to be able, synchronized swimming, pretty nice swimming, pretty. But for us at the CBC, and I think for most Barbadians, we owe you a debt of gratitude.
Thank you.
You've caused us laughter. You've caused us a little bit of angst from time to time because we say, I don't behave so. But nonetheless, you've shown us ourselves and our true values. And for that, we are eternally indebted to you. But I really, really do hope beyond everything else that there is a reprise of some sort. Even if it's in a different format, I don't care what you do because we love laughing with you. You know, and that's the whole point. I hope that also from all the work you've documented over time that you're able to compile it into a memorable a set. You know, you see these sets being advertised on international TV. We want some of those as well of Laugh It Off. 41 years. Or not 41 days. It's been all of that. So to all of the players, all of the actors, all of the production crew, to every single one of you, you have been a significant contributor to the fabric of who we are as a community, to who we are as a people, not just as Barbadian, but people from everywhere, because each of us has a funny bone. And you've been able to touch over time that funny bone in a way. I don't get serious, so we all go so serious.
Because I want to say a special thank you to Ian Eswick.
Yes.
Yes, he was our first producer, you know, and he's taken his swan song at the end of this production, and we want to say a special thank you to Ian Eswick as we close this season.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, with that said, folks, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre for the closure of Laugh It Off, indeed. And so the laughter, we hope, will continue. You will continue laughing in your memory, those moments when you review for just a moment the laughter from Laugh It Off itself and chuckle once again, but never forget the significant contribution made to Barbados by the cast and crew of the Laugh It Off productions. And so I thank all of you. I wish you well with everything else that would flow therefrom. Don't become strangers. Don't run away from the stage. Continue being creative.
We will make it happen.
We will make it happen.
I should sing as us.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome indeed. And so they're signaling me I'm out of time.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
So to all of you Barbadians, just grab hold of this opportunity today, for tomorrow's show. Don't miss it. It is going to be memorable. And so my little crew joins me saying to all of you, have a wonderful weekend. Be it the will of the Lord. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Of Jah, ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. Jah Rastafari. As a disciple of Bob, You could call me Mia Marley. I am here to leave my cards on the table. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch on my doorstep, saying, get up, stand up for your rights. Is you I'm talking to now. When one door is closed, many more is open. My friends, chances are some might not hold out. Say you just can't live in that negative way. If you know what I mean, make way for the positive day. The harder they come, the harder they fall.
Mia, that's Jimmy Cliff.
Man to man is so unjust. You don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy could be your best friend. And your best friend, your worst enemy, is war. No bullet can stop us now. We neither beg nor we won't bow. Neither can we be bought or sold. We jamming. We got to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. So, no woman, no cry. How many more, Jah, must carry this load? How many more?
Mia, that is John King.
That's John King? Oh, shite, yeah, that's John King.